why don't you start off by getting your opinion on gay rights? First off, what do you think if it's right, if it's wrong? What equality should be allowed, stuff like that.
Well, I think that the root of it is we're all people. I don't see why anybody's orientation should matter at all. Their gender, I don't feel is being relevant in any argument at all. It's the quality of your arguments is your worth as an individual.
What about y'all?
Well, it's like, what is the point of preventing someone's happiness when, for something that you personally might find, against what kind of lifestyle you live?
So in your experience, have you seen more, like from your peers and your friends, more support for gay marriage and gay rights, or more no, we shouldn't allow any person?
I think there's a bit of selection bias in that question because I don't really make friends with bigots or homophobes.
If any of my friends are against homosexuality in general, they're not talking about it because I feel at least among our peer group, it's a non-issue for most, not all. I know there are some people, especially here in Tech, that are very against
Texas.
it. Yeah.
But I think past that, our generation has shown remarkable support in this issue.
Most people don't care.
Would you think, that our generation is seeing, there are people who are definitely against it at Tech, but for Texas and for Texas Tech, there are a lot of people who find that surprising, or do you disagree with that?
I actually have a coworker of mine who's, very, she's part of the, whatever the conservative lobby is, but
A young Texas Republican, something like that.
something like
Daughters
that.
of the Republic.
No, it's not that one. But, she is. And I was like, alright, well, this might be a little interesting. And I was talking to her about it, and even she said that she didn't really care. She didn't think it was right, but she also was saying that it didn't affect her in any way, so she shouldn't really care about it, which was surprising from someone who most of them may not agree with it.
Well, there's only so much good that can come out of putting so much of your energy
into an issue that doesn't really impact you.
You're just like, I've got to fight this. Why are you fighting it? Because it's wrong. I just have to fight it. But is it not for the greater good to just allow this happiness to take place and to allow people, it doesn't harm you, it doesn't harm your family, it doesn't harm anybody. Nobody's dying for things. Nobody's being hurt, maimed, abused, neglected.
At least not on their side.
Yeah, it's just not anything that's going to directly impact your life. Yeah, you might end up seeing more gay couples with wedding rings on their fingers. Big deal.
You're seeing people making the difference, finding the difference between, I don't personally agree with it, but I do believe that people have the right to do what they want. I see more people saying that now instead of just no.
Well, there's no point. There's so much. Again, putting all your energy towards fighting a cause that doesn't do anything good for anybody if all you're doing is fighting them, because you're not putting that energy towards things that need to be focused on, whether it be introspective within your family or within the nation.
While in most cases I have a problem with apathy, if you're going to impact somebody else's happiness, you might as well just shut up. Just get out there.
Well, like in Spain, for instance, I did a paper where I had to interview some Spanish people and ask them their thoughts on gay marriage and stuff. Like, gay marriage in Spain is legal. The church won't have anything to do with it, but you can get married by the person who does marriage legally.
The judge or whatever.
I don't think the judge does it. I think a lawyer type person does it. But anyways, all the legal stuff is there. And even even where I was in Seville, and Seville is more conservative idealistically than other parts of Spain. It's kind of split down the middle actually, but they're just kind of like, well, it's not for me, but it's whatever. It happens. People, homosexuality has been around since the dawn of time, and like, why should we care so much that we're going to do everything we can to prevent it? It just doesn't work that way. I found out recently my mother's a homophobe, but that was funny. Yeah. I was like, wow, for all your preachy talk, Mom, of acceptance and love and blah, blah, blah. And then I tell her about something with me, and she's like, whoa now. Whoa.
Don't you?
Just say, I don't, that's not what it was right now. No. I'm like, she's like, girls your age, they just do that kind of stuff. And I'm like, thanks, Mom. Maybe I am a lesbian. You had no idea. And then, I mean, I should have known when she was all weird about our neighbor, or her neighbor across the street. Be like, she's a lesbian, by the way. I'm like, you don't know that? She's a lesbian.
All right. Whatever.
How does it affect you anyway?
It was kind of revolutionary for me to figure it out that she actually was a lesbian, because I was like, wait, I've been friends with your daughter for how long? And I've just never picked up on this fact. I was like, my mom was right, even if she was being really judgmental.
That's fine. Say okay.
And see, she raised a child all by herself, and she's a lesbian.
Turns out
her
they're people
daughter,
too.
her daughter, guess what? Is straight. God. and she's like going to UCLA, and she has amazing grades, and she doesn't do crazy drugs, at least not that I know of. If she does them in moderation, and she doesn't crazy drink and all that stuff. Like, she's like not screwed up, even though but has a lot of reasons to be because of the stuff with her dad. Like, her dad has never been in her life for very good reason. But like, you know, that kind of stuff. Sometimes it's, you know, it's not the people that raise you because of your gender. It's the people that raise you because of who those people are.
And really, I can't imagine one's sexual identity really playing a big part in how you raise your kid.
No, not at all. Except the fact you might be a little more open-minded. Be like, hey, guess what? This is what I am. I will explain it to you when you're older, but I'm letting you know.
I don't see why it would even be
Mommy
an issue.
likes
Yeah.
women.
It's not the gender. It's, yeah, like Mom
Kids
said,
are the most acceptable.
yeah, it's who the person is.
Oh, that's how it is? Alright. I'm 8.
No, I mean, they're so open-minded when they're
Well,
children. They learn everything from their parents.
Some little kids will do the whole little like, oh, where's your daddy? Because
Oh, yeah.
kids by around 8 years old basically kind of figure out that a mom and a dad needs to happen in order for there to be a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, and that is the way
Might
it
not know
is.
why, but they
That
at least
doesn't-
have some understanding.
Well, yeah, because that's usually how it's explained to them. Everybody asks.
Yeah. And I mean, that's the majority of couples you'll see is a man and a woman with a child. You know, that's
then-
kind of the norm. I
By the
guess.
numbers.
But single parents are a huge norm now. So now it's kind of like, oh, if your dad's not here, oh well.
Yeah, and then you two can move on.
And I mean, there's the whole. I've never met anyone that was raised by a gay couple.
Not that
I want to, but I've never met anybody that was.
I used to have a friend who had a mom who was gay.
I mean, even
Has
then,
she-
jumping 20
was
years
she
back,
raised
this
with that,
seems
or-
different.
Yeah, her mom.
There are some people that do have gay parents. They're just not.
Some, yeah, but I mean, the way that the gay scene was 20 years ago versus how it
It was
is now.
basically not talked about.
It wasn't
So
talked about.
People didn't know about
Exactly.
it. And now that it's more open, I mean, they're not going to care as much.
Like 5 years, like not 5 years ago, when I was in middle school, I had a friend, her mom was gay, and her dad obviously left when she was very, very young. And so her mom was single, but she was in a committed relationship with another woman, and she'd been raised with that pretty much, like, in her entire childhood. And that was fun.
It doesn't. The biggest thing is kids will learn everything from their parents. So if their parents will have something wrong with it, it'll show up. But then if they don't care, then they're like, oh, you have 2 dads or you have 2 moms. Whatever.
Then the biggest thing that might end up happening is that kid goes home and is like, hey, guess what? Lisa has 2 mommies. and the kid will go skipping off and doing their thing, and parents will be like,
My world is shattered.
I think the biggest fear with legalizing gay marriage from some people's point of view is that if we do that, they're afraid that like homosexuality will run rampant. And I'm like,
I guess slide in morality or whatever you want to call it.
yeah, it's like,
This
you
is a pretty
know,
slow argument.
I mean, you're gay because you're gay, not because, oh, this is okay now. I'm gonna go do it. It's like, you know, in the state of Colorado, marijuana is legal. That doesn't mean everybody does it.
If you're gonna smoke pot, you're probably gonna be doing it anyway.
It's like
You're
gun
gay.
rights. If you want a gun, you can get a gun. Even if it's
You're
illegal.
gay because you're gay, not because it's legal. I mean, people have been gay
Well,
since
it's
the
like
dawn of
if I
time,
were to
and
get
I mean, at some point, it's just pain of death. If you are gay, we find out about it, we'll kill each other. Well, it's still the same way in some parts of the world.
But the point is like, the determination is there. So people are still going to do things even if they're not legal. I mean, I can make a bomb out of a pressure cooker.
It's pretty damn easy. Please don't.
Because you don't know doesn't mean you're going to.
I don't have any desire to end human life. Except my own. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Do we need to talk? Are you okay?
I'm kidding.